welcome to the Scale Modeling Cafe. Welcome to another Sprue Tour. This is about take 4 or 5 of this video because I keep forgetting to press record on one of the other things. So yeah, hopefully this will be quite slick because I've had lots of practice at it. But the subject of this video is the Hobby 2000 1/72nd scale A-4E Skyhawk. The plastic sprues in here are Fuji. It's quite an old kit now. I can't remember how old. Perhaps I'll put a caption or I'll mention it in the show notes. I'll get onto ScaleMates and get that gouge for you. But Hobby 2000, if you've never heard of them, they don't manufacture their own kits. They rebox other people's kits. Normally throw in cartograph decals in there. They sometimes will do canopy masks, that kind of thing. And they do their own instructions, which are normally really, really good. With a couple of decal options. I'm going to be building this kit quite soon, and I want to do a bit of a sort of series of Vietnam aeroplanes on the channel. I've already done Robin Olds' F4C in 48 scale. That's a Zukimura kit. That's a beautiful kit. I love that project. I've done the Airfix 72nd scale Beaver, which was a bit of a conversion and a full rescribe, re-rivet job. That's on the channel, so you can go and watch both of those. Perhaps I'll stick a jobby at the end of the video, so you can click on that if you haven't seen those already. And there's quite a few kits that I've got in the stash that I also want to do. Not least an F105 by Trumpeter, but I'm just waiting for ResKit to finish releasing all their stuff so I can get on with it. I've probably got half the amount of aftermarket they've released, but I'm just waiting for the cockpit and a few of the little bits and pieces, and then that'll be coming to the channel as well. But let's pop over to the bench, open up the box, and see what we get. Okay, welcome to the bench. Here is the box. My box is actually damaged, but that was me when I brought it out here. So yeah, bit unfortunate. Kit here is 72047. It's the A-4E Skyhawk. Bit of gouge on the box. Just some health and safety blah. Right. Nice markings, nice box art. Let's get into it. So 1, 2, 3 bags, clear parts separate, instructions, decals, the all-important canopy masks, which are quite thick vinyl actually, so I'll use those as a pattern to cut my own out, I think, out of tape. Right, let's have a look at the decals. Printed by Cartograph, says here. So as you'd expect, beautifully printed. Thin, but I can feel that. But yeah, I'm sure they'll work really nicely. They're very sharp. Things like this though, I'll scan the decal sheet and I'll cut my masks out. In fact, I could do that for most of it. See how we get on though. So single fold out sheet. So quite a simple kit here, but I've got a whole load of aftermarket for this. Interesting though that the noses are separate. So obviously that is indicative of all the different marks you can get, the two-seaters and the B and the C and all that kind of stuff. The right, where's the spine avionics hump? Here it is. So that's in 2 parts, and then that goes on there. So you obviously don't have to deal with this seam, but you do here. Obviously you can have the one without the hump, and this is just the front part of the fin there. But quite a nice layout. Separate windscreen and a canopy. Separate droop slats, which obviously is the fault of the Hobby Boss kit, which mould it closed. Separate air brakes, which were normally in on the ground, as you can see by this option, but you know, I'll be tempted to leave those open actually, as if it's for maintenance. Ordnance wise, Zuni rockets and just your drop tanks. That's all you're going to get. That little doofer underneath is separate parts, so check your references for your particular aeroplane. So all very simple really. Gold grey over white for both of them. This one's at Chu Lai 1970, so Vietnam, and this one Coral Sea 64-65, so really before it all kicked off. I'm going to go for this one. I was going to get some aftermarket ones, but I do like the hump, and yeah, some of these Marines ones in Chu Lai did get really grotty. So quite simple instructions really. Right, let's go for the fuselage ones first. Together with a staple. So 2 sprues in this bag. Right. That detail is very reminiscent of sort of 1990s Japanese kits. Very crisp, very fine. So fine, you might want to run a scriber down these just to help the wash. But if this came out today, I think you'd be quite impressed. And bearing in mind, this is, oh crumbs, 20 years old, maybe even longer than that. Completely blank on the inside. Nice sharp detailing on the undercarriage, on the nose wheel. Not much going on in here, but I've got the Edward set, which addresses all that. Separate intakes. Yeah, big fan of that. This sprue, you just got the other fuselage half, couple of the scoops, single piece jet pipe with turbine detail, and really nicely moulded slats with the vortex generators, which are really fine as well. A couple of really fine wing fences. That's actually going to be quite a difficult cleanup job. See how close that really very, very big moulding thing is. Let's have a look at the wings now. I'll just catch the light so you can see the detail. No rivets. So I will add a few, but not too many. Lovely. And ooh, you get a bit of gear bay detail, but you're not going to see that. A little bit of flash to clean up, but the moulds have held up really nicely. That's all a bit plain under there, so I might just add some rivets just to help the weathering. Really nice. Right, rattling through this because the computer's about to die. Nice cockpit tub with some nice relief there. You see the Zuni rockets moulded in place. Seat harness moulded in, very faint though. I've got a resin cockpit, so that'll all be replaced. MERs, TERs. Quite nice wheels actually. There's the instrument panel. Catch that in the light. Nice deep detail on the inside of the air brakes. That's really nice. And same for the gear doors. That's all really nice. And then the last one, 2 types of refueling probe. There's the avionics hump. More landing gear blah. Lots of drop tanks. Weapons pylons. Yeah, really nice. Last bit, clear parts. That's nice because you can use that as a mask. Not the thinnest, but thin enough for government work, nice and clear. Yeah. Yeah, really nice. Right, there's the box again. Yeah, really impressed with that actually. I'm really looking forward to getting started on this. So yeah, look out for a build coming very, very soon. Right, let's go back to the chair and have a wash up. Okay, there we are. That is the Hobby 2000 A-4E Skyhawk in 1/72nd scale. Hobby 2000 have released quite a few of these kits in different versions and also in 48 scale. Plus you get the 2-seaters as well in 72nd. Really comprehensive. They're going to town on these. The mouldings, as you can see, have really stood the test of time, and I think this is the better option over the Airfix kit. I know that's a B/C, and I don't think they've done the E, but I think this is the better kit because it's more refined. The Airfix kit it's not old, but it's kind of old new Airfix, if that makes sense. So the detail is a little bit clunky in areas. It's not as refined as something like this, and the panel lines especially are, you know, a little bit deep for my tastes. But this is really refined, and for what I've seen of other builds out there, it should make up into a really nice model, and I'm going to be doing this quite soon on the channel. So watch out for that. Thank you very much for watching. Look out for other Sprue Tours coming soon, and I'll see you around. Cheers, bye-bye.